we can ask you to please stand or remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
Welcome on inside the John Bailey Arena here, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to BC Sports TV. It's day 3 of MacDonaldCup action, and we are just moments away from the start of our second game of the day. It's the 1:30 matchup between the Surrey Rebels and the hometown Poco Saints, both of which still searching for their first win of the tournament. Poco, realistically speaking, should have at least a win within their first 2 games. A couple of nail-biting losses, the latest one going last night, a 7-5 loss to West Shore. But they fell just short after getting into some penalty troubles once again. But let's get you some starting goaltenders here, shall we? Coming to the game for the first time in this tournament is Chris Meyer. As it's been Daniel Bowers getting the starts for most of the tournament thus far, but still looking for their first win, as I mentioned. In comes Chris Meyer, hoping to backstop his team to win number 1. Meanwhile, in the Surrey crease, also getting his first action of the tournament, it's Aiden Holt wearing 00, as he does so often. And we are underway with Surrey winning the opening draw and going quickly into the offensive zone. They'll go over to the lefties first. As that shot from distance goes wide off the corner boards and back over center. 18 seconds into the game, it'll be a free clear now for the Poco Saints. That shot now the pass goes down low to the corner. Nice toe drag there from distance. Goes to the near side corner now. Loose ball battle continues. Big hit on a collision goes against Surrey. Now an interference call will go against the Saints. No shots registered either way so far, despite both teams having an early possession here. Now it will be the Rebels trying to get free of a forecheck here, and they do so successfully. Chris Phillips clears the zone, gets it back up into the stick of Caden McIntosh. He had 2 goals in their loss yesterday to the Cranbrook Black Wolves. And he'll assume his position here at the point. There's a shot in the first save of the game for Chris Meyer. Rebound falls to his feet, and he'll send it up the floor, or at least try to, deflected by Sam Esworthy, who continues to apply some pressure, but Poco gets away. Dylan Perry with it. Pass up top to Colombo. Got a man on his back in Esworthy. Bouncer now far side over to Liam Miladich. Pass deflected back into his stick. Now Goertz gets underneath. Shot from distance. Save. The first one of the game here now for Aiden Holt. Both goaltenders with a save under their belt. Settling in nicely as we are just over a minute and a half into the game. Surrey pinned along the sideboards. Ball collected by Alex Monteo. He's got a man in front of him, gets away from that. Surrey still applying the pressure on the Poco defender. He finds some space, and he'll head off for a change. Lay man into the play now is Hudson Kennedy for the Saints. Lefty had a goal yesterday as well in the late game, our last game of the day. Now they get a shot off from right on top of the crease, goes just wide off the corner boards. Now under 5 to shoot. Kennedy with it. Slowly into the offensive zone, steps into a shot and a save by Aiden Holt. Rebound goes through the middle of the floor, collected by Phillips. Sidearm bouncer near center, collected by Charlie Seiberg-Olsen. Now over to Luciano Gonzalez on his wrong side, trying to muscle his way through the middle, backhand flip pass to the perimeter. Seiberg-Olsen with it. Now we'll go over to the lefties. Caden McIntosh surveys far side. Esworthy with a rip. That one also goes wide. Still just one shot registered on net for the Rebels. They've sent a handful, the majority to this point, of their shots going wide. And now we'll see if Poco can take advantage. Now Jack Davis. Flip pass over to Goertz, now far side. Kennedy sizing up his defender. Returning now over to the far side. He'll drive the middle, try to create some space. Now Poco spinning through. Eric Colombo back up top to the point. That shot pulled wide. Davis with it again. Toe drag as he receives it. One-hand flip, or at least tried. Eats a big slash there, backing his defender down. Gives another whack after, and I believe we're going to get a penalty here. Will it go against Surrey or Poco? Both of them got a healthy slash in, and it will go against the Rebels. Extreme Threads is your one-stop shop for customized team or company apparel, embroidery, screen printing designs, and sublimated team uniforms. Now offering tents, banners, flags, decals, signs, and so much more. Check them out online, Extreme Threads. So our first opportunity today to see the power play unit of the Saints as they work it around the perimeter here early. Miletich, underhand flip pass now down low to the corner. Kennedy sends it back up top to the point. Miletich now near side shot and a goal. No, the whistle went, an interference call. Poco found the back of the net, but they'll wipe it away. That was Spencer Rameau firing that one on target. Pulled it 5-hole past Aiden Holt, but it's not going to count, and we will remain tied up here. 8-second count goes against the Rebels, so the Poco power play going back to their formation now. Here's Liam Miletich. No look pass over to Kennedy. Now Miletich with it again. Fakes the flip. Now near side feed. Goertz wanted to pull that one short side, but a save from Holt. Grabs a reset now for the Saints. Kennedy down low. One-timer. Great save, Aiden Holt. Now Miletich with it again. Loves that underhand flip pass down low. Kennedy steps into a shot, and that's 3 straight saves here on this power play for Aiden Holt. Now his team trying to earn him an offensive possession. They turn it over near the center line. Good stick check by Kennedy, and Miletich will collect. Still in the power play for another 35 more seconds, slowly into the offensive zone. Late man into the play here for Poco will be Austin Goertz as he gets down low. Cutting through the middle, doesn't get the pass. Miletich fakes it, now takes the shot. Big rebound goes through the middle. Kennedy took a high hit there, no call. Will continue to dig for the loose ball, and there's I guess that's the 8-second count. I don't know. Thought that was going to be more of an interference call. The far side official was the one that blew it down, but it will be the Poco power play going back to work either way still for 10 seconds. Miletich has some space, fires a shot, saved by Holt. Rebound goes through the middle. Now they collect. Can they get free of the pressure this time? Not yet at the very least, as this Poco forecheck causing all sorts of problems for the Rebels. They cause another turnover, but we will go back to 5-on-5 action. Shots 7-1 early in favor of the Saints, who've spent much of these opening minutes in the offensive zone. Now Marcus Damsgaard works the pick and roll there with Ashton Brown in tight, fakes the shot, rips that one far side, saved by Holt. Steps through the crease though, did Ashton Brown. Has some words for his defender as they both get back to their respective benches. Now Surrey narrowly avoids the back overcall, but they flip that one through. There's a shot off the post by Gonzalez. Luciano Gonzalez has 2 goals through this tournament so far, had 28 on the regular season. Almost got another one there, but can't beat the post. Now McIntosh has some room, sends it over the far side. Gonzalez with another shot, but a save by Meyer. He'll step out and try to collect the rebound himself as it bounces behind his net. Now Poco gets the reset as they collect the loose ball. They'll push pace over center. This time around, it's Sam Musavi. He'll wait for some reinforcements. Eric Colombo comes to join him, so he'll head off for a change alongside with Alex Little. Now Hudson Kennedy rejoins the play. Poco elects to go righty strong in this set. Goertz comes over top wanting the pass. Not going to get it yet. Kennedy flip pass down low. Colombo in tight. Saved by Holt. And a crease call goes against the Saints. It's been an offensive heavy start to this game for Poco. Again, both these teams looking for their first win of the tournament. Now pass to the middle, shot, and a save by Meyer. Stretch pass up to Marcus Damsgaard, in alone on a breakaway on the Surrey crease, and he scores! Marcus Damsgaard on a breakaway, pulls that one 5-hole, and he opens the scoring. Saints fans will happily take that one from Marcus Damsgaard, who should have had 3 or 4 last night. Had what felt like a zillion breakaways in that game, 3 of which coming in 1 period alone, but just could not find the back of the net. This time around, he goes in alone and pulls it 5-hole through Aiden Holt and grabs Poco the 1-0 lead. Now McIntosh with a clean face-off win, fakes the pass, takes a shot, and Meyer turns that one aside. Big rebound. Poco has a man up in the play. Over center quickly. It's Liam Mildic. He's got a man in front of him, sidesteps him, and casually finds some space. There's that underhand flip pass once again over to Spencer Rameau. Now lefty strong for the Saints. Ashton Brown working the 2-man game near side. Pass down low to the crease, a one-timer stopped by Holt. Seen a few of those already through the game's opening 8 minutes. And he stood the test of time thus far. Now Surrey back into the offensive zone. Here's Charlie Cyberg Olsen. Late man into the play here is Sam Esworthy. They'll send it behind the net. Carter Ashworth turns from the corner, under 5 to shoot, finds some room, shot and a save by Meyer. As Carter Ashworth got a rough ride there, falling shortly thereafter. Now McIntosh giving his defender a rough ride. Alex Little will collect on the offensive side. Spinning away from a double team, finds his way through, muscling his way on top of the crease, shot and a save by Holt. Little will continue to battle for this loose ball. Looks like he's going to draw an interference. No, it's going to go against Poco. Man, how do you not just give that one to Alex Little at that point? Love the effort from the big man as he head back off for a change. Now a delayed call coming up against the Saints as their forecheck is going to go and sit for 2 or less. I believe it's going to be Eric Colombo heading off. Now McIntosh. 10 seconds to shoot. Surrey going 6-on-5 here. A big hit by Colombo, pulling McIntosh to the floor. Now Gonzalez in there mixing it up with Sam Musavi, but it will be Colombo heading off on a holding call. The Cat and Fiddle Pub are proudly and locally owned and operated for over 30 years and voted best pub in the province by the province. With 2 covered and heated patios, famous traditional pub fare, and a great atmosphere. Go see why the locals love them for 3 decades running. Now Poco's first chance here, Surrey's first chance on the power play. As Carter Ashworth collects that one. Tough pass to handle, but he did a good job there now. Caden McIntosh deflects that one over to Esworthy. McIntosh steps into a shot, deflected before it made its way over the net. Now Damsgaard's going to push pace here if they can hit the pass with him. They do send it free now. He gets the shot off and a save by Holt. Already 2 breakaways in this game for Marcus Damsgaard. Now swim move by Rameau. Getting in alone, pass down to Damsgaard, saved by Holt. He takes a big hit afterwards as well. Marcus Damsgaard back onto his feet now. Sam Esworthy had a clean cut breakaway, but has that deflect off of his stick and out of play. Man, who's on the power play here? Is it Poco or Surrey? Holy. Now pass to the middle. They get another shot off, but Holt kicks it aside. 3 early saves for Aiden Holt, despite his team being a man up. Now still 50 seconds remaining on the power play. They try the hidden ball trick, not going to work. Esworthy fires and he scores! Surrey on the man advantage despite a shaky start. Connect with Sam Esworthy, who winds, fires, and deposits that one into the back of the net. His 3rd goal of the tournament. A howitzer from distance. And we're all tied up here. It's 1-1 with 9.5 to play in the first period. Clean face-off win by Caden McIntosh. Now man up the play. Shot and a save by Meyer. Loose ball through the middle, collected by Poco. Now Cole Cameron with a man on his back. Gets away from the pressure. Takes an extra shot afterwards. No call there. He'll head off for a change as Eric Colombo rejoins the play. Liam Miletich spins away. Avoids the rusty gate attempt by a defender. Now a sidearm bouncer by Kennedy goes wide and back over center. Chris Phillips will chase this one down. He'll start off the possession in the far side corner. Carter Ashworth, the late man, into the play for the Rebels. He has the ball sent to him now. He tries to spin through the middle. Pass down low to the opposite corner. Now grabbed by Poco. Dylan Perry. Got 2 defenders on him. Takes a healthy slash. Still comes up with the ball, now circling near the center line. Here's Gortz. Takes another slash himself. Surrey's going to head back to the penalty box. Now Chris Meyer onto the bench. We'll go 6-on-5 here. Shot saved by Holt. Loose ball through. Big collision through the center of the floor, but it will be Poco heading back to the man advantage. It's been a penalty-filled first period here, which makes it easy for us to pay the bills on BC Sports TV. Are you looking to try the new Olympic version of lacrosse? BC Sixes has you covered. Think box lacrosse, in the sun, non-stop action, non-stop fun. Find their media on Instagram under BC Sixes and register at bcsixes.com today. And as someone who was at the BC Sixes event last year, it is quite the event. If you get an opportunity to go check it out, whether that's a player or a fan, highly recommend. Early turnover on the power play goes against the Saints. Now Surrey into the offensive zone shorthanded, trying to mimic the start of the last penalty kill from the Saints. But Poco now grabs the ball on their own side of center. Ashton Brown over to Liam Miletich. That one out of his reach. Bounces now through the sideboards. And Luciano Gonzalez is injured at the center dot. He'll head off now. Looks like he might have caught a high slash in his neck. He'll get a rest on the bench now and get some attention from the trainer for the time being. Now possession Surrey, quick up near center. Here's Chase Fryer. Content with killing clock here. Excuse me, that might be Ethan Wellman. Yes, it is Wellman as he dances around now down low through the corner. He'll circle behind the net. Trying to call for a slash from the officials. He takes another hit afterwards from Monteo after just dumping that one down the floor. And not that I'm a coach in this game, but if I could offer any advice to both of these teams looking for their first win, stay off the refs here, man. It's not worth it at this point. with both of these teams having gotten into penalty troubles throughout their opening 2 games. A safe bet that won't get them into the win column here. Now Poco will start their motion. Shot from distance, fought off by Holt. Sends that one out of play off of his right shoulder. Fresh 30 now to work with for the Poco power play. Just 10 seconds remaining, though, on the man advantage. Kennedy running point. Has the ball sent to him out of his reach, so it rebounds off of the near sideboards in front of the Surrey bench. Kennedy near side. Goertz shot saved by Holt. Now Surrey has a man up if they want to hit him on a breakaway. Pressure from Poco to try to take away that chance. Now they send it up the floor. And a good job there on the back check by Cole Cameron. Taking away what could have been a clear breakaway opportunity for the Rebels. Shots now 18-8 for the Saints. They get back to work offensively. Ashton Brown pulls that one just wide. Loose ball collected off the rebound by Spencer Rameau. That pass off the mark as well. Holt will collect from his own crease, looking for quick breakout pass now to his left. Phillips bobbled that for a moment. He's running out of time here. The shot clock was certainly past 8 seconds, but the officials gave him some more time as he just dumps that one down the floor. Now Gonzalez fakes the flip, steps into a shot, and he scores! Luciano Gonzalez now gets into the scoring action for the Rebels. He came into this game tied with Sam Esworthy for the team lead in points with 4. Esworthy grabbed the lead in that category moments ago with his first goal in the game, and now Gonzalez gets it tied up, statistically speaking, with his 3rd goal of the tournament. And Surrey now grabs their first lead of the game with 5:08 to play in the first. McIntosh, another clean face-off win, shoots it himself, and he scores again! 2 quick goals from the Rebels. 7 seconds apart, those 2 goals were this time around. As now Caden McIntosh got into the fun. Clean face-off win for himself, now straight into the offensive zone. Bouncing that one past the likes of Chris Meyer. McIntosh as well now up to 3 goals to this point in the tournament. He'll head off for a change now. No, it looks like he will head off for a change. He's got a face-off stick and his regular go-to stick. Now he'll get back out onto the floor after switching sticks. Carter Ashworth spinning from the corner. 13 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Up top to the aforementioned McIntosh. Wanted the flip. Instead, he comes back over top using the screen. Now far side feed. Shot fought off by Meyer. That one will go out of play. Now fresh 30 for the Rebels. Now Surrey steps through the crease. So that'll send Poco over center quickly. They got Goertz up to play if they want to hit him. He's on his wrong side, but a little bit of a breakaway there and a save by Holt. If they had hit him with the pass just a second earlier, he was clean through the middle of the floor. Just a second too late. Now Surrey back over center. Here comes Phillips. One defender in front of him. Takes the shot off the post, and it trickles over the line. 3 straight for the Surrey Rebels. This time around, it's Chris Phillips grabbing his first goal of the tournament. Rips that one off the post. Ricochets then off the back of Chris Meyer and over the goal line. What a response from the Rebels after giving up the game's opening goal to the Saints. They've fought their way right back into the action here and grabbed a 3-goal advantage now with under 4 minutes to play. Now Marcus Damsgaard back into the play, puts it just wide. Again, an opportunity in transition for Marcus Damsgaard, but he'll head off for a change. It's been the most dynamic offensive player for the Poco Saints in this game so far. Now Gonzalez over to the far side. Shot goes just wide. Gonzalez swings at it, trying to keep that back on his offensive side of center. Just out of his reach, though, and now this will be a free clear for the Saints.
Surrey's third goal scored by number 15, Caden MacDonald. Goal was unassisted.
Collision through the middle of the floor, going against Ashton Brown as the ball goes over to the far side. Liam Militich tries the toe drag, not going to work. Now he gets underneath, waiting for the screen from Hudson. Down low to the crease. One-timer by Brown, saved by Holt. Now a breakaway from their own side of center. In comes Ethan Wellman on top of the crease on a delayed call. Saved by Meyer. Loose ball grabbed by Poco. And now they'll head back to the penalty box on the too many men call. Are you ready for a new ride? Metro Ford of Port Coquitlam has you covered. Check out our huge selection of quality vehicles and experience the Metro difference today. Come see us at Metro Ford. So Surrey back to the man advantage here. It will be Caden McIntosh starting off this set. Quickly over to the lefties. Skip feed back up top to the point. McIntosh now will go over to Esworthy. That pass picked off over for a moment as Damsgaard's up to play. Wanted the breakaway pass, couldn't get it cleanly. Now Surrey back to work, saved by Meyer. Loose ball collected by a defender. Alex Little will just dump that one all the way down the length of the floor. Straight into the stick of the Surrey goaltender. Now quick up to Carter Ashworth. He'll leave for McIntosh and assume his position in the near side shooter spot. They send it down low to the crease. Charlie Cyberg-Olsen. McIntosh surveys far side. Now over to Ashworth. Back up top to the point. McIntosh scores! 2 goals for Caden McIntosh. First one off the face-off. This one on the power play. Continuing to find different ways to deposit this one. Time and space is a beautiful thing here, folks, and Caden McIntosh fires that one home. Now with under 2 to play, it's 5-1 for the Surrey Rebels. It is Caden McIntosh. Back out there for face-off duty. He's going to go up against Spencer Rameau. And I don't know if anybody's keeping track of face-offs here, but McIntosh might be perfect on the draw to this point. Might as well have been a face-off loss there as that ball gets immediately sent back out of play off of a Surrey stick last. So a free clear now for the Saints. Late change as they get their settled offense back out now. Hudson Kennedy is the late man into the play. Ashton Brown surveys through the middle. Works from down low on the corner. Skip pass now over to Colombo. Gets underneath, working on Phillips. Flip pass to a target who was not there. Now Gorch will chase it down near the center line, just avoiding the back overcall. Colombo with it again, shot from distance, saved by Holt. He'll hang onto the rebound himself and send it back up to Phillips. Over center comes Carter Lohr. Quickly over to Luciano Gonzalez. His shot goes wide, grabbed, leaping for that one was Charlie Cyberg-Olsen. Now back to Caden McIntosh. Already on hat-trick watch here in the final minute of play from the first. Skip feed, down low to the crease. Cyberg-Olsen shoots just wide before the shot clock expires. Now here come the Saints. Fast break opportunity still with just 1 goal on the board so far. This would be a big one here if they can find the back of the net in the late stages heading into the intermission. Rameau Takes a hit away from the play as he just lost the ball. Now a big hit afterwards as Surrey clearly showing their frustration here. Rameau gets a swing in just before the referee comes. And I believe he's going to go to the sin bin here, bringing a member of the Rebels along with him. Will be Spencer Rameau going with Trevor Nociar, I believe. Now 28 seconds remaining. I think the second penalty came to Surrey, so it should be Poco possession here. But they will be offsetting calls, so we'll remain 5-on-5 with 28.3 to play. Ashton Brown will start off this set for the Saints near the center line as we are back to the action now. Davis down low to Gortz. Tries to go underneath, kept to the outside from the corner. Now flip, or fake the flip at least. Got hammered down low to the floor. Now 13 seconds to play. And we're going to get an interference call going against Poco. A physical affair early here, folks. Now Chris Phillips looking for his second. Driving on. Little takes a big hit from on top of the crease. Alex Little will collect, and that will wind down our period. They tried for one last opportunity with Liam Milicic up the floor, but they can't connect with him. And we'll head towards the second period with Surrey up 5-1. We're going to step aside for now here on BC Sports TV. Thank you to everybody for joining us, and we're going to be back with second period action coming up in about 10 minutes' time. You're watching the MacDonaldCup. Welcome back inside the John Bailey Arena here, ladies and gentlemen, where we are just moments away from the start of the second period in our second game of the day, day number 3. Stay with me while I throw just an absurd amount of numbers your way. Day 3 in the MacDonaldCup here. A week full of lacrosse, and remember, stick with us if you are a fan of free lacrosse broadcast, because next week we've got the Founders Cup following this one. But for now, we have our second game of the day here to get back to the action. It is the Surrey Rebels with a 5-1 lead currently heading into the second period here against the host team, the Poco Saints, looking to chip their way out of this hole that they've dug for themselves. And it will be the opening possession going the way of Surrey as they quickly get into the offensive zone. Here comes Luciano Gonzalez over to Sam Esworthy. Both of those two connected for a goal each in the opening period. Now McIntosh passes the middle. Gonzalez puts it just wide. We've got a new goaltender in between the pipes for the Poco Saints. It's Daniel Bowers. Now Poco, a man up the play. Guess who? Marcus Damsgaard, and he scores! That's the start that Poco needed. And it's the breakaway king himself, Marcus Damsgaard, getting his 3rd goal of the tournament. Putting that one past the likes of Aiden Holt, their first shot of this period. And now they're back within 3. A massive start. 33 seconds into the period here for the Poco Saints. And now here comes Caden McIntosh, flip pass to his right. And Gonzalez answers back. Just when you thought there was a little bit of life in the Poco Saints, in come the Rebels to put themselves back in a dominant position here. It's Luciano Gonzalez grabbing his 2nd of the game, 4th of the tournament for number 92 in orange. And he'll stay out here on the loose ball crew. Now that's their 6th goal on just 14 shots. And I believe that's their first shot in on Daniel Bowers. Might be their 2nd. Face-off win there. Spencer Rameau. Loose ball in front of the Surrey bench. Poco will collect, and now here comes Marcus Damsgaard. He has both of Poco's goals. Now Miletich gets underneath. Finds some space, no look pass. Damsgaard looking for his 3rd, saved by Holt. Now Gorge to the near side. Miletich quickly down low to Hudson Kennedy. Swing pass now far side. Damsgaard on hat trick watch here. Sends it down low to the corner. Skip feed off the mark, out of the reach of Miletich. Now going to continue to battle for it. Bat it free for a moment. Still up for grabs, and Poco can't come up with it. Surrey now gets away from the pressure. They're near the center line. Now they get over before the 8-second count. Had about a second to spare here. And in comes Carter Ashworth. Working on his defender from the far side corner. Now back up top to Gonzalez. Looking for his hat trick goal. His pass goes to the near side corner. Away from the intended target. Now Poco has 2 players up the floor, but they decide to run it down instead. Good job there by Scholes to find some room. Alex Little, the recipient of that pass. And now here comes Eric Colombo. Rameau. Swing pass to the far side. Now Hudson Kennedy, late man into the play. Fakes the flip, now takes the shot. A sidearm bouncer will go cleanly out of play. Now the Rebels will collect. Rameau tried to apply a little bit of back pressure there, sneaking his way in behind the Rebels. Unsuccessfully doing so, and here comes Surrey. The defenders, I don't think they knew where the ball was, with Surrey quickly into the zone. Now McIntosh gets underneath of Monteo, runs into a screen. McIntosh still with it. Surveys now to the near side, gets the pass off, blocked by a defender. That was Jackson Carty getting his body on the line. Now 2 seconds to shoot. Surrey with a late shot. They get the reset. Loose ball goes in front of their bench. And now they will collect. Backhand feed by McIntosh. Now they cut through the middle. A bouncer almost goes top right off the hop. I think Surrey thought that went out of play. Now they have a man up. Fake shot, and they put it just wide. A big hit following that one. As Ashton Brown back to his feet, the recipient of that check on the breakaway from Surrey. He'll head off for a change now. A little bit shaken up after that play. Now Hudson Kennedy, 3 seconds to shoot. Looking for a lane, takes that one, but that gets kicked aside by Aiden Holt. Loose ball now to the near side corner, batted up into the air. Falls straight to Aiden Holt. Had to be careful there. That one didn't bounce over the goal line. Now here come the Rebels. Luciano Gonzalez back into the play here. Latest member of the hat trick watch team, as they work it now to the far side. Caden McIntosh has that deflect off of his stick. Now 5 seconds to shoot. Skip feed on the swing, off the mark, so Esworthy just bats that one down behind the Poco net. They'll collect from the far side corner. Pressure from Gonzalez. Up the floor, off the mark though, so they'll just give it right back to Surrey. They have to collect this one from their own side of center, down low from the corner. Quick up to Chris Phillips. Now Surrey's got to quickly get this one over center. Oh, they almost had the 8-second count with no pressure on them. But they get away from that. Now still 18 seconds to work with on the shot clock. 6-2, just about 5 minutes into the second period. There's a save by Bowers. Hanging on to that post. Not giving up any daylight there on that stick side. Now Gonzalez with it. Flip pass down low. McIntosh spins away from a double team. Gets away in the corner. Pass to the middle. Shot from distance. Saved by Bowers. Second chance. Another save. Backhanded shot goes just wide. Esworthy almost found the back of the net again, that time on the backhand. Now another shot fought off by Bowers. Rebound still up for grabs here. And Surrey once again will collect. Poco was heavily favored in the shots category at the end of the first period. Now it's just 25-20, still in favor of the Saints, but the Surrey Rebels are climbing back here on top 6-2 in the second period. Esworthy from distance puts that one wide. Loose ball bounces free. Oh, they'll say Bowers caught a piece of it. Surrey, I don't think they were aware that they got the reset, but Caden McIntosh now will collect on his own side. Leaving for Gonzalez. Down low to the far side corner. Here's Ashworth. Working on his defender. Flip pass, shot, and a save by Bowers, denying Gonzalez his hat trick goal. Now Poco will push pace. Fast break opportunity, getting it alone. A save by Holt, staring down Colin Lambert. Now Esworthy over center. Was back in a defensive role for at least a moment. There, that fast break opportunity for the Saints. He'll head off for a change now as Cyberg Olsen comes in to replace him. Now Ashworth. Skip pass near side. One-timer goes wide past Bowers. Loose ball collected by the Rebels. Under 5 seconds remaining on the shot clock. They eat a couple of checks there from Monteo, and shot clock violation goes against Poco. Where's the ball here? It rolls away in front of the Surrey bench. So Monteo will collect. He's got one man in front of him. Sends that one far side over center. In comes Marcus Damsgaard. Pass the near side. Milicic gets around a defender. Almost puts that one top right. Little dip and dunk attempt by Liam Milicic. Now a turnover. Hudson Kennedy in tight, and he scores! Hudson Kennedy gets one back for Poco off the turnover. And take a look at this one. A big collision now As Kennedy takes that one off the turnover, goes in alone and buries that one. And we got a penalty afterwards. Might actually get 2 penalties here. As Hudson Kennedy is heading towards the sin bin with Ashton Brown. No, he's just going to speak with the official. I don't know what's going on here, folks. Ashton Brown, Hudson Kennedy, and Luciano Gonzalez all join in conversation with the officials. And it looks like Ashton Brown is being kicked out of this game. In all honesty, I didn't see what happened. It didn't look like there was anything crazy. And Ashton Brown didn't look like he was arguing too much when he headed towards the tunnel. Now the official is just giving his explanation to both benches. Going in to serve the penalty is Eric Colombo. I don't know if we can get any word from, I don't know, somebody of what the official call here is. But for now, at least, it's being served by Eric Colombo. And it will be a Surrey power play after just giving up their 3rd goal of the game. That one coming from Hudson Kennedy. So it'll be 5-on-4 in favor of the Rebels. I don't know, the reason why I'm so confused, there was just no real disagreement or argument from the Poco bench or from Ashton Brown himself, just headed straight down the tunnel. Now that one will go out of play, so nothing going for the first offensive set of the Rebels, but they might just get it right back. They do so as Luciano Gonzalez takes that one away. Alex Little tried to just dump that one down the floor, I think. Picked off by the Rebels in Gonzalez. Now a casual flip pass over to McIntosh. Skip feed through the middle, shot and a goal! Carter Ashworth buries that one to make it 7-3 for the Rebels. Make that the first of the tournament for Carter Ashworth, who spent his regular season with the Coquitlam Adanacs. Just won a Tier 2 provincial championship last weekend as well. Finds himself on the Surrey Rebels roster for the MacDonaldCup here, and now he gets his first goal of the tournament. Put his team back on top by 4 with 12-12 to play in the second period. Their 22nd shot of the game. Now another opportunity as they get that one down low. Flip pass goes off the mark, collected by the Poco goaltender, and a quick up to Marcus Damsgaard. Damsgaard drops for Goertz. Now Kennedy with it. Just got his team back into the fight a few moments ago before they surrendered the power play goal. He cut through off ball. Pass got sent free to him, but couldn't connect. Now a fast break on a breakaway now for Surrey, and a great save by Daniel Bowers. Getting a huge piece of that one to send Poco back over center. Can't be given up clean looks like that if you want to dig yourself out of this hole. Poco now with an opportunity to try to get back within 3 as their offense gets back out onto the floor. Shot from distance, a save from Holt, a calm one at that. Now Chris Phillips with it. Surrey defender had a goal back in the first period. He gets over center. Takes a big slash, favoring now his right shoulder as he gets back to his feet and heads off for a change. Smile on his face, though, as he gets there, so I think he'll be all right. Now Bowers steps out to grab that ball. Quick up over center for Poco. One defender in front of him. Spins underneath, now trying to get through the middle. Fake backhand shot. Now gets it on target from a sharp angle. Jackson Carty sent that one on target. Now Surrey with another breakaway on top of the crease. Saved by Bowers. Big hit afterwards. Breakaway after breakaway here, folks, as now it's Poco's turn. In on top, and another save here from Holt. Phillips gets a big hit from behind. He's going to draw a penalty for his efforts. Surrey now will collect. It's getting chippy here from the John Bailey Arena, ladies and gentlemen, as this loose ball goes all the way down the floor. And I think we're going to get even up calls here. First one going against Poco. It will be a cross-checking call, the original one. We'll see if they are evened up. Hudson Kennedy in pleading his case for a teammate. Honestly, I don't know who the call is against. Dylan Perry, they'll say. And no even up call. Looks like there was a collision just before the whistle went in front of the Surrey bench that had both teams erupting. But it will be Surrey heading back to the man advantage once again. Up 7-3 now with 9:50 to play. And their power plays look dangerous in this game. Looking to try to build on the momentum that is heavily, heavily in their favor so far. McIntosh running point. Has his pass deflected. Marcus Damsgaard, always a threat to push the floor, as we've seen so many times in this game. Almost picked that pass off, deflected it at the very least. Now 5 seconds to shoot. Esworthy almost pulled that bottom left. Bowers just caught enough of it to keep it out. But that interference call will be a fresh 30 in favor of the Rebels. Ashworth back out onto the floor now. Esworthy down low to the corner. Esworthy with it again. Skip feed now to the point. McIntosh backhand flip. Shot and a save by Bowers. Big hit by Ashworth. Poco again has Damsgaard up to play if they want to hit him. Look up, you got a clean break. No, they'll go in and chase it down themselves instead. Shot blocked before it got through. Now Damsgaard with another shot. Can't tiptoe the crease. Jackson Carty was the defender that picked it up, but couldn't get a pass up the floor to Marcus Damsgaard, who has 2 of the 3 Poco Saints goals, plural, excuse me. Now Esworthy to the point. McIntosh, far side feed. Gonzalez looking for a shot lane. Slash on his hands. Has his pass deflected. Now swing pass to the near side corner. They'll have to take it off the boards. 3 seconds to shoot. Esworthy steps into one. That goes wide. And now again, Poco will chase this down. Here comes Hudson Kennedy on the run. Can't grab it cleanly. Now he'll take it again. Pressured in the end boards. And he'll draw an interference call. Gonzalez can't believe it. But it will be Poco possession in the near side corner. Swing pass to the far side. Here's Austin Goertz. Now Cole Cameron looking for a target down low. He'll just take it there himself as the pressure from the defense comes. 5 seconds until we're back to 5-on-5 action. Just 5 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Now a delayed call coming up against the Surrey Rebels. With the Poco player falling, they go back to 5-on-5 for just about a second before Poco will head back to the power play. Again, man, Surrey just pleading their case the entire way through to the penalty box. I think they actually do have a case this time on the cross-checking call. But it's not too often that you win the argument against the officials. Oftentimes, it's just not worth it. And Poco will go back to work here on the power play. Down by 4, looking to climb their way back in. Kennedy, skip feed to the far side. Now down low to Goertz, back up top. Rameau running point. Sends it over to the far side shooter. Now returned to Spencer Rameau. Fakes the shot. Now Kennedy has it. Bobbled it for a moment, but now he collects. Pressure on his back. Under 10 to shoot. Wanted the one-timer. That one got picked off by the Rebels. Here comes Chris Phillips. Far side boards. Runs into a double team, but trying to muscle his way over the center line. Still with possession. Now he'll drop it. And that'll be an interference call going against Poco. Spencer Rameau, though, deflects that pass. Takes a hit from behind, no call. Alex Little will grab. Again, they have a player up the floor. Now they'll send it up, and they can't get a clean look. Liam Milicic has to take it off the rebound from the corner boards. That was a clean breakaway, but they could not get a clean look. Now Milicic casually down low to the corner. Pass goes up top to Rameau. Fakes the pass far side. Now sends it over. Ball returned to him. Back to the point as they just play pass around the perimeter and the shot clock expires. Just poor situational awareness right now from the Poco Saints, who look completely rattled and just unable to climb their way back to this point at least. Still lots of lacrosse to play, but the Saints have got to get things dialed in. Got to give a shout out to the harmonica there as well. I heard it, George, in my right ear. I could hear the harmonica. If you missed our broadcast last night, I mean, all day yesterday we can hear the horns, we can hear the fans going crazy, but a first for me, a harmonica being brought into the building, trying to bring some hype in favor of the Poco Saints, and she's here once again. You might be able to hear me talking. More harmonica here, ladies and gentlemen. Bring it into the John Bailey Arena now. 4-on-4 action with Surrey trying to work their way through. And another penalty coming up against Surrey. So we have a Poco injury down. I believe that's Mateo favoring his left leg. The trainer comes out to give him a hand. Struggling to get back to his feet. Now gets up under his own power. That'll be a slashing call against the Rebels. So we'll see some 4-on-3 action for the next 14 seconds before we go back to 4-on-4. Man, Mateo is really favoring that left leg. Getting help from a trainer and a teammate now, making his way back towards his bench. Tough sight to see for the Poco faithful. Coaching staff telling him to just go straight down the tunnel, back now onto the bench. So 4-on-4. Marcus Damsgaard quickly into the play. Looking for his hat trick goal as he works it around the outside, now to the near side. Spencer Rameau, no look pass to the opposite corner, back up top to the point, down low. Milicic goes post to post, shot and a save by Aiden Holt. Man, if Poco could get a cleaner look on that pass and get that one out of the stick of Jack Davis just half a second sooner even, that one would have been into the back of the net. Instead, ends up as a save for Aiden Holt, and Poco will get back over center. Now we'll go back to 4-on-4 action as the Saints re-enter the offensive zone. Milicic spins underneath, flip pass through the middle. Rameau collects, avoids a check, gets a shot off, and a great save by Holt. Now Surrey back over center. Dylan DeStero finds the middle of the floor. Swing pass now to the near side, back up top to Luciano Gonzalez. Working with Caden McIntosh. Waiting for the screen. Now he'll use it. Wanted the flip. Instead comes over top. Gets a shot off and a save by Bowers. Rebound collected by Luciano Gonzalez of the Rebels. Now over to Sam Esworthy. Esworthy with it. Has his pass deflected. Loose ball bobbled. Now grabbed by Poco. They lose it again. Still up for grabs. Batted free near the center line. Now Poco gets over. Got to avoid that open door. They get the shot off. Man, Gonzalez is in some pain here. He got ran into the sideboards in front of the penalty boxes, and the gate came open. Frustrated, and rightfully so, is Luciano Gonzalez, now back onto his bench. Now 4 minutes to play in the second period. Here's Kennedy with a sidearm rip, caught a piece of Holt. Rebound collected by Poco. Now back to 5-on-5. Interference call goes against Surrey. Spin move down low, saved by Holt off the shot. I think that's Chris Phillips down on the floor for the Rebels. And we're going to get a slight delay here as Phillips gets back to his feet, again grabbing at his shoulder as he heads towards the Rebels bench. I think last time it was his right shoulder, now it's his left. In some rough shape is Chris Phillips. He's got a goal back in the first period here for his Rebels. He'll get some attention on their bench. Now Gonzalez back out onto the floor, so good to see he's all right after running through that open gate just a moment ago. Caden McIntosh with the spin move underneath. Looking for a shot lane, instead sent it over to the near side. There's a bouncer off the shoulder of Bowers and out of play. Fresh 30 now for the Rebels. Perimeter work for Surrey. So they go far side. McIntosh fakes the shot, now goes underneath. Shot and a save by Bowers, hangs onto the rebound. Poco quickly stretching the floor. Here's Damsgaard. He's got a man on his back, can't reach the breakout pass collected by the Rebels goaltender. Now under 3 to play. Poco still leading in terms of shots, 33-28. But it's the Rebels leading where it matters, 7-3 through the late stages now of the second period. McIntosh takes some space, pass down low, deflected off of a stick and out of play. Now Jackson Carty up the floor. One defender in front of him, a second one closing the gap, so he'll turn back and wait for some settled offense to rejoin the play. Hudson Kennedy surveying down low to the near side. Now Eric Colombo over to Austin Gortz. Now down low behind the net, Milicic. Fake the pass to the middle. Now in comes the pressure. Finds some room from the corner. Now gets the pass off, and Gortz has a stick deflected before he gets the shot off. Colombo just has to dump that one down to the corner as the shot clock was expiring. Another unsuccessful offensive set for the Poco Saints. Gonzalez rips that one off the right leg of Bowers. That pass picked off by Marcus Damsgaard. He's off to the races. He's got one man in front of him in Luciano Gonzalez. He takes the shot and gets the hat trick goal. Marcus Damsgaard steps up on a defender and rips that one home, just out-muscling Aiden Holt. Thought he was going to pull out, but fires that one home instead. Now 1:32 to play in the second. Marcus Damsgaard completes his hat trick and gets his team back within 3. That's a big one for the Saints, injecting some life back into their bench here. It's been quiet for the most of this second period. They desperately needed that goal, and now they'll try to build off that one, but it is Surrey winning the ensuing faceoff and going back over center. Wellman finds some space, maintaining possession, backpedaling away from the pressure. McIntosh quickly switches from his faceoff stick and gets back into the play. Delayed call now, and a legal substitution as the officials noticed before Charlie Cyborg Olsen could get back onto the bench. So now 1:13 to play, and Poco will go to the power play here. A massive opportunity for the Saints. Certainly not going to put this into the territory of a must-score power play, but this could be huge with them to get, or for them to get back within 2, heading towards the intermission on a power play that's been unsuccessful to this point so far. They'll go near side first, down low to the corner. Kennedy looks through the middle, sends it back up to Rameau. Fakes the shot. Now Milicic with it. Now they'll go far side. Under a minute to play. Milicic, underhand flip, Rameau. Takes the shot around a defender, saved by Holt. Now Poco trying to cause a turnover here, or at the very least an 8-second count. Now Surrey comes up with it. They get pinned in the sideboards, big collision, and that's got to be 8 seconds here. Just before they cross the center line, Ryland Bennett just couldn't quite get over thanks to the forecheck of the Saints and their power play. Back out onto the floor now. Milicic fakes the backhand flip, now over to Spencer Rameau, down low to the corner. Kennedy through the middle, shot off, bit of a one-timer, and they step through the crease following the Holt save. Now Surrey will collect. Chris Phillips will take this one over center. 15 seconds, gets in alone and puts it just wide. Phillips narrowly misses what would have been his second of the game. Now Poco sending this one up the floor. Alex Little was in on top of the crease, but that pass picked off. Now 5 seconds to play. Pass down low to the crease. What a save by Bowers to close out the period and keep Poco within 3. A massive save from the Saints goaltender. And we'll head towards the third period with Surrey leading once again. It was 5-1 at the end of the first period, now 7-4. And we're going to step aside for the time being here on BC Sports TV. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're going to be back in about 10 minutes' time for the third and final period. Second period action coming up from inside the John Bailey Arena here. No, third period action. Man, I am all over the place. Can you tell I've been here for like 3 days straight? Unbelievable stuff. Don't laugh at me, Tyler. Don't laugh at me. Okay, let's start over, shall we? Third period action coming up from the John Bailey Arena. This one going down between the Poco Saints and the Surrey Rebels, who find themselves up 7-4 with 20 minutes to go. And it will be the Poco Saints with 48 seconds remaining on their power play. An opportunity to try to get back within 2 after a late penalty went the way of the Surrey Rebels. But first, they'll have to try to win this face-off. And this has actually been a pretty back-and-forth face-off battle. I said earlier that I don't think Caden McIntosh has lost a face-off at this point. But, man, through that second period, Spencer Rameau has won a handful of his own. And it's turned out to be one of the better matchups through this game. But now we'll get back to the action, and it is the Poco Saints winning the opening draw here as McIntosh won the clamp, but Poco won the loose ball in their power play. We'll get right back to work here. Hudson Kennedy is the late man in following the late change off of the faceoff, and now they'll work it around the perimeter. 7-4 for the Rebels. Now the one-timer and a great save by Holt, staring down the likes of, I believe that was Kennedy down low on the crease. Now another save by the Surrey goalie, and a rebound goes through the middle of the floor. Surrey will push pace over center, pressure from the Saints. They try to cause the back overcall. Now Miles Archbold will grab, takes a wrap check, no call. Lucky break there for the Saints. That one could have been costly, and we will go back to 5-on-5 action. Loose stick down on the floor now, but it is Surrey possession for at least a moment. Carter Ashworth. He's wearing number 7 for the Rebels. He'll just dump that one down into the Poco end and send the Saints back to their settled offense. Eric Colombo with it. He's got Hudson Kennedy chasing him down to his left. Kennedy grabs this one now, fakes the shot, now gets underneath on top of the goal line, and he scores! Hudson Kennedy gets his second of the game and gets Poco back within 2 here. That's his third goal of the tournament. Driving down low on his defender, leaping over top of the crease, and throwing that one over the right shoulder of Aiden Holt. That's a massive goal for Hudson Kennedy and the Poco Saints. Less than 2 minutes into the third. Again, it'll be Rameau lining up with the draw here, trying to direct some traffic on his defensive side. Telling his defender where to go, where he wants this loose ball directed. And it goes forward into the offensive zone. Got to be careful of the back overcall. They grab that, though, and send it right back into the Surrey sticks. In comes a triple team here on the pressure. They find some room, near side feed over to Gonzalez. Fakes the drive, now takes some space, comes over top, looking far side, and sends it over to Cyberg Olsen. There's a shot and a save by Bowers, hangs onto the rebound and lets it fall to a defender. Now Rameau casually out of his zone, but that'll be an interference call going against Alex Monteo. Pleading his case. Glad to see he's back out onto the floor, though. Took a slash in the late stages, but they score on the pressure. Carter Ashworth with Monteo closing in on him. Rips that one home. And moments after Poco got back within 2, it's Surrey answering back. The 3-goal lead is once again restored. Slight delay here as Luciano Gonzalez goes to discuss with the officials. A little scrambly here at the face-off top, but we are back to the action. Clean win on the draw by McIntosh. He's got a man up to play and finds him, at least for a moment. Cyberg Olsen has that fall out of his stick, and now Poco will push base the other way once again. Colin Lambert. Pressure closing in on him. He gets away from that and lobs that one in front of the Surrey bench. Now he'll head off for a change himself. Joining the rush now, late man in, is Eric Colombo. Kennedy looking for his hat trick goal. Gets the flip over to Miletich. Over top and a save by Holt. Liam Miletich almost had a goal in very similar fashion to Hudson Kennedy's last tally. Now we'll get a delayed call going against the Poco Saints, and they'll make their march back towards the penalty box. And it will be Surrey heading to the power play. I believe it'll be a slashing call to Eric Colombo. So same place as they started this period in. Down by 3, the Poco Saints will go. Now McIntosh starting off the possession at the point here. Running quarterback on this power play. Esworthy looks off the low man there and returns it over to McIntosh. Now they start their motion. Esworthy steps into a shot. It trickles, and Bowers just pulls it off the goal line. Now up the floor, Marcus Damsgaard, short-handed. Gets around one defender, spins away once again. Sam Esworthy is going to remain in the offensive zone for the Rebels. So Spencer Rameau goes to play some safety short-handed here for the Saints. Now 5 seconds to shoot. Cameron gets underneath, leaves that one at his feet and dumps it behind the Surrey net just before the shot clock expires. Now the Rebels with an opportunity to clear. Stretch pass, in comes the pressure from Rameau. Now Esworthy, one-handed flip near the center of the floor. Gonzalez takes it. Fakes the flip, now will assume his position down low at the crease. McIntosh over to Ashworth. Now far side, shot and a goal. Esworthy gets another one. He's up to 2 in this game. Now a 4-goal advantage for the Rebels. Again, nothing crazy on this power play for Surrey. They just work it around the perimeter and create some space. A late slide from Poco, and Sam Esworthy fires that one home. He's up to 4 in this MacDonaldCup tournament. And a massive one at that. Trying to crush the spirits here of the hometown Saints. Both these teams looking for their first win of the tournament here, folks. And now it's the Rebels with a commanding 4-goal lead. In comes Surrey, looking for more. Individual drive. In comes the double team. They just avoid stepping through the crease. Now Gonzalez gets underneath. Spin move around Monteo. Finds some room. Backpedaling away. Under 10 to shoot. Gonzalez still with it. Hanging on to possession. Again avoids the crease. Takes a big hit in the corner boards. Pinned. Loses the ball. Tries to draw the interference call. But the shot clock expires. That'll send Poco the other way. If they can hang on to the ball, they give it right back. Gonzalez, the backhanded shot goes just wide. Eats another hit just afterwards as well. That'll be another interference call going against the Saints. So Charlie Cyberg Olsen will start off this possession. Esworthy, late man, joining the play now, fresh off the bench. Near side feed, McIntosh. Surrey elects to go lefty strong on this set. Now Gonzalez steps into a bouncer, fought off by Bowers. Rebound goes to the near side corner boards. Colin Lambert can't get free of the pressure. Loose ball gets sent towards the center line, and there's the 8-second count. And the Surrey forecheck just proving to be too much for Poco to handle right now. Over 5 minutes into the final period here. Our second game of the day from the MacDonaldCup. Ashworth, no look pass to the opposite crease. Shot and a save by Bowers. Falls to his feet, and now he'll collect. Monteo grabs that one, reaching forward on the breakout pass. And we thank you all for joining us here on BC Sports TV, especially to those of you who have joined us for all the action throughout this week. We're going to continue to bring all of these games through the MacDonaldCup and the Founders Cup as well coming up next week. All the action live on our channels for free. So throw us a follow if you haven't done so yet, and keep your eyes tuned in to all of our channels, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, of course, at BC Sports TV. Get interactive on the broadcast. Let us know where you're watching from. Send me a DM on Twitter at Ferratino. Now Ashworth steps into a shot, and he scores! Another one from Carter Ashworth. That's his hat trick tally. Getting into the offensive zone. Man, no defensive slide there whatsoever. Marcus Damsgaard puts his hands to the air. Can't believe what he's seeing on his team's defensive side of the floor. But on their 39th shot of the game, it is the Surrey Rebels adding to their lead, up 10-5 now. And we'll go back to the face-off dot. McIntosh versus Rameau. A lengthy battle this time. Loose ball batted free, and McIntosh is the one who comes up with it. Won it cleanly to himself in front of the penalty boxes and gets his team another possession. It's the third of the game for Ashworth and the 10th of the game for the Rebels. Now Gonzalez steps into one, a low save there by Bowers. Quick up now to the far side corner. Rameau fakes the dump in pass. Got to get this one over center. Now he sends this the length of the floor, picked off by the Rebels. Nothing going through this period so far for Poco. They had an early goal from Hudson Kennedy, but that's it so far. Now with an opportunity to clear center, a 2-on-1 shaping up. Marcus Damsgaard off ball, shot, and will it trickle through? No goal as Holt pulls that one off the goal line, falling back and keeping it underneath of him, staring down Colin Lambert. Shot from his wrong side. But a pretty healthy shot nonetheless. The Surrey goaltender standing tall and pulling that one off the goal line, keeping his team up by 5. Now Gonzalez fakes the drop pass. Not going to fool this Poco defense, at least not this time. Caden McIntosh with it. 5 seconds to shoot. Absorbs the check, spinning away from the pressure. Not sure he's aware of the shot clock. Now he'll just have to drop. Shakes his head. He was unaware of that one. Now a pass off the mark from Poco, and Surrey comes up with it. They had it for a moment, but then they drop it. Lambert sidesteps a check. And what's the call going to be here? The official running straight over towards the benches. An illegal substitution, they'll say. And that's going to go against Poco, if I'm not mistaken. Those are some frustrated faces on the Poco bench. And rightfully so, as they've just been unable to get anything going here on the offensive side of the floor. Now an illegal substitution call goes against them, and they'll head back to the penalty kill. 12-12 to play in the third period. Pass goes down low. Here's Ashworth, fresh off of his hat trick goal. The power play working it around the perimeter. Cyberg Olsen sends it back up top to the point. Here's Caden McIntosh. Directing traffic. There's a low shot fought off by Bowers. Rebound in front of the crease. Collected by the Rebels, and they'll get a fresh 30. McIntosh waiting for the late man into the play, and Dylan Destero goes down low to the crease. Now through the middle, saved by Bowers. Rebound again through the middle of the floor, but Poco can't come up with it. Ashworth sends it down low. Drives the middle himself. Another penalty coming up to Poco. A high sticking call will go against Marcus Damsgaard. No, they'll say Alex Little, actually, my mistake. Clock continuing to run here. Surrey coming over to inform the officials. They want an extended 5-on-3 here. Can't blame them for that either. 52 seconds until we'll go back to 5-on-4, so an extra extended power play coming up for the Rebels here. Alex Little looks like he's actually going to be ejected from this game. I believe I saw the official motion for a spearing call. That'll be served by Jack Davis. Frustratedly tosses his stick into the sin bin. And now will look on from afar. So 7 minutes in penalties up on the board right now, going to Alex Little. Man, oh man, there's only 11 minutes left in this game. And now a two-man advantage for the next 52 seconds or less. And then 7 minutes of penalties worth to kill here for the Poco Saints, who just continue to see their MacDonaldCup hopes and dreams fade farther and farther away. Surrey goes post to post, now back up top. McIntosh has his shot blocked and collected by the Rebels. Far side crease, now Esworthy with it. McIntosh fakes the pass, sends it down low to Gonzalez. No look pass to the opposite crease, can't connect. And just as the shot clock expires, Surrey throws a late shot towards the goal, off the mark, and now Poco will collect. Still 10.5 to go here. We've seen greater comebacks before. Only a 5-goal advantage for Surrey, but Poco now with an opportunity short-handed, and they score! Speak of the devil, they get one back. Austin Gord finds the back of the cage, this time short-handed, down by 2. And now down by just 4. First goal of the game for number 9 in white. So he takes a heavy collision for his efforts. One of those bruises that feels better after the game if you can secure the victory. And that's step number 1 for the Poco Saints, getting one back. Now 10-17 to play, down by 4 goals. Now the shift following that, always so important, and Surrey's been great at answering whenever Poco has been able to get back over the goal line. And they're certainly in a healthy position here, still on the power play. Eric Colombo comes out of the box, so we'll go 5-on-4 for the next 6 minutes or so. McIntosh slowing down the offense. Surrey going 4-on-4 for the moment being, as Ashworth steps off the bench. Now loose ball collected by Marcus Damsgaard. He stretches the floor with speed. He's got Gorge to his left, and Colombo as well through the middle. Now he'll circle back, finding some room. Heavy shot from distance, saved by Holt. Loose ball kicked. And now Surrey is going to go to the penalty box. They got a broken stick, and I believe it's Gonzalez who picked it up. So Luciano Gonzalez takes his team off the power play for the time being for playing with a broken stick, even if it is just picking it up to get it out of the zone. Still can't do so. Now It's jawing back and forth with the Poco player in the box, Jack Davis. Those two continue to chirp in between the penalty boxes, but it'll go 4-on-4 now. Pass down low over top of Milicic. Circles now from the corner. Fakes the pass, now sends it over to Hudson Kennedy with some room. Return now to Rameau. Near side feed shot, saved by Holt. He'll hang on to the rebound. It's Gonzalez and Davis still chirping with each other in between the penalty boxes now. But Surrey going the other way in transition. Their pass deflected, grabbed by Rameau, bobbled it for a moment. Now Poco collects. Scholes stumbled. He's wrapped up, and he's going to draw another penalty. Poco has some life here as Scholes spins through a double team, gets pulled to the floor. Another hit afterwards. Poco still with possession. Now 15 seconds to work with on the shot clock. 10-6, 8:35 to play. Now 10 seconds on the shot clock. Milicic to the near side, and we're going to get an interference call, maybe another penalty. Colombo is going to head off to the penalty box here after a late call. Man, what a position Poco could have been in there, but Eric Colombo takes a late penalty. And now 4 players in total into the penalty box. That's going to be offsetting calls, it looks like, between the two. Make it a great look outside here on our broadcast booth, as well as I think the Swift Current team has just arrived in their team bus. And look at all those cowboy hats, folks. Kind of tough to see with the resolution, so it is a little bit brighter outside. But we have a team from Calgary as well as a team from Swift Current representing Saskatchewan. And if you made me guess before the tournament which team would have showed up with cowboy hats, I probably would have said Calgary. But we are mistaken. Swift Current, with all the style here in this tournament. And they have the next game coming up afterwards, when this one winds down, going up against the Saanich Express. But we do have another game to finish, still 8:20. Gowards cutting through the middle, shot right into the midsection of Aiden Holt. Now Surrey will push the floor. They got a man up if they can thread the needle. Tough pass deflected by Liam Milicic. Surrey still with possession. Flip pass now down to the far side corner, deflected. They'll still battle for it, and now will come up with possession. 8 minutes to play in period number 3. Here's Caden McIntosh over to Sam Esworthy. Shot saved by Bowers just before the shot clock expires. He'll send that one to a recipient that was unaware. Has to make another save there. That one got deflected. Falls now to Liam Milicic. Couldn't take it cleanly. Still can't grab it. Now he'll do so. Working on a defender as Gonzalez steps out of the box. Back to the penalty kill will go Poco. Now Damsgaard, heavy shot, wanted low bottom left. Pulls that one just short. Now 10 seconds to work with on the shot clock. They'll cut through the middle. Good slide, though, by Surrey, taking away any lane to drive through for Cole Cameron. He'll head off for a change now. Just over 7 minutes to play in the third. Still 10-6 in favor of Surrey. As the drop pass there connects with Charlie Cyberg-Olsen, and he'll send it back up to Sam Esworthy. Far side feed, return now to the point. Now McIntosh calling for the screen. He comes over top. Doesn't like what he sees, so he'll send it over to the far side. Now Esworthy steps into a rip, saved by Bowers, rebound in front, collected by Poco. Now they lose the ball before they get over. And again, possession for the Rebels. Alex Chin couldn't grab it cleanly. Esworthy went with it once again. Now Carter Ashworth stepped out of the box when he was not supposed to, so he'll remain in for now. Now McIntosh has his shot blocked by Monteo. Continues the back pressure, big collision there now, pass deflected. And Colin Lambert takes a hit from behind, loses the ball in the process. Delayed call now coming up. That'll go against Surrey as Lambert getting a rough ride after the whistle into the end boards. Got some extra words for the Rebels. And we might get an extra penalty here going against Surrey. What are the calls on the floor right now? There's still just under 2 minutes remaining in the original 7-minute penalty to Alex Little. Now it looks like Cole Secord will head off. So we'll go 4-on-4 once again. Lots of room available here for Poco to work with. And it will be, looks like 2 minutes, or not, excuse me, not 2 minutes, 2 separate penalties going against Surrey. They have one up on the board right now. I'll have that confirmed for you in just a moment. I thought I saw a motion for a cross-checking call as well as maybe a rough. That might have been the extra one. Four-minute penalty will go against the Rebels to Cole Secord. Now the official asking the coaches to convene for a moment. More than likely telling both teams now to just kind of cool their jets here in the late stages and keep it as clean as possible. It's been a chippy one all game long here, right from the opening faceoff. And the officials now doing a good job of trying to get control here as best as they can do so. But we'll go 4-on-4. And this will eventually turn into a power play for the Saints. Now flip pass, and they couldn't get that one cleanly as they had a player stumble in Cole Cameron. Now Chris Phillips collects for the Rebels. Eats a wrap check, now turns back and gets pressured by Spencer Rameau in the far side corner. He's just pinned up along the boards right now, trying to find some space to work with. In comes the double team, still with possession, falls to the floor. I think trying to draw a call there as he'll head off for a change, but draws the interference call at the very least for his efforts, and Caden McIntosh will start off this set. Spin move from goal line extended. Now Esworthy has his shot robbed by Bowers. And back over center come the Poco Saints. Gowards takes a hit from behind, falls forward into another defender. Big hit there by the Rebels, who stretch the floor again into the offensive zone. Pass through the middle, off the hop. Can't grab it cleanly. And Poco again just casually towards the loose ball, can't grab it. And Surrey now will try to take advantage with 4:45 to play in the third. Gonzalez with a shot, low save there by Bowers. As he collects the rebound himself. Now a flip pass up to Dylan Perry, who sprints over the center line. Got to be careful of the back overcall. Milicic has that deflect off of his stick. And again, just more casual play from the Saints. And if they're unable to complete this comeback here, folks, that has to be the reason. Single-handedly speaking. Now the Rebels with possession, 15 seconds to work with on the shot clock. McIntosh feeds it down low. Ashworth, shot around a defender, goes wide off the end boards, off the official, I believe so it stays in the corner. Now power play for the Saints. They had a man and Jack Davis up the floor, but they couldn't get the loose ball in time. Now they'll send it up to Eric Colombo. He'll slow up and drop for Hudson Kennedy. Under 4 to play. Poco needs to find the back of the net here quickly as Kennedy sends it over to Gowards. Back to the far side. The lefty's going to go to work here on the power play. Now back up top to the point. Gowards over to Kennedy. From distance, shot on target, saved by Holt right into his midsection. Kennedy trying to cause a turnover here on the forecheck. Surrey's got to be quick. And they get an extended 8-second count. Short-handed. Surrey trying to call a timeout here. Now they do. The official right in front of the bench. Couldn't hear the timeout called by Surrey from the second they grabbed possession. So they'll draw up a play here in the late stages. 3:08 to play in the third period. Shots now 47-43. Surrey on top, 10-6. If I'm not mistaken as well, I believe Poco opened the scoring in this game way back in the first period, but that's all they could find in the opening 20 minutes as Surrey entered right back with 5 straight goals heading into the intermission. And it's just been more of the same for the bulk of this one here, getting us to this point where it's 10-6 now in the late stages. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining us, I mentioned it earlier, but we have the third game of the day coming up after this one at 1:30 between Saanich and Swift Current. And Saanich has just been rolling through this tournament so far. Some lopsided victories, almost got to 30 goals in their first game of the tournament. And they'll look to keep their hot offense firing here, but we got another game to get through before we get there as Poco sends that one back over center. A bobbled pass and now an interference call will go against Surrey. With Austin Goertz getting sent sprawling to the floor. Fresh 30 out for the Saints with 2:45 to play on the power play here. Slowly into the offensive zone. Here's Cameron. Skip feed over to Kennedy. Spencer Rameau with it, running point. Fakes the pass near side. His shot goes wide and back over center. This power play just unable to click so far through this tournament for Poco, and that remains the same here in this game. 38 more seconds remaining in the Surrey penalty to Cole Secord. Surrey with possession, they'll send this one near the center line. Sam Esworthy with it. Absorbs a check. Backpedals away, now sidesteps another man. Finding some room, in comes the double team. Poco needing some pressure here. Nice swim move by Esworthy, finding some space. A shot from his wrong side, saved by Bowers. And he'll look for a breakout target here from his own crease now, finding Spencer Rameau to his right. Kennedy grabs that pass off the hop just for a moment. Getting a rough ride into the sideboards. And now looks like we're going to get a roughing call that'll go against Hudson Kennedy. And if you couldn't already see the writing on the walls there, folks, there it is. Hudson Kennedy, 2-minute penalty there for roughing with 1:49 to play. That should essentially do it here as the power play of the Rebels slowly work their way back out onto the floor. I mean, goals matter in terms of goal differential here through the MacDonaldCup. So I wouldn't be too surprised if the Rebels look to go to the cage here on the man advantage, but they can essentially just kill the rest of this clock if they want to. Now Ashworth. 12 seconds to work with on the shot clock. McIntosh from distance, saved by Daniel Bowers. Wants the long stretch pass over center. Marcus Damsgaard couldn't get it cleanly, bounced a little bit early, and he'll turn back. Now Goertz streaking to the middle off ball. Couldn't get the pass through to him, so Damsgaard will slow down. Spinning away from some pressure. He's got Liam Miletich behind him. They cross paths, and Damsgaard will head off for a change. Now Goertz with it again. Stutter step move on his wrong side. Shot and a save by Holt. Now under a minute to play here. Surrey back into the offensive zone. Here's Sam Esworthy hanging on to possession here from the perimeter. Caden McIntosh takes the pass from him and returns it over to Esworthy. Steps into one, saved by Bowers. Might be his last one of the game, depending on how Poco plays this. His stretch pass goes out of play cleanly on the stick check by the Rebels. Now 20 seconds to play. The Rebels back over center. And they're going to earn their first victory of this tournament heading in towards the crossover rounds starting off tomorrow. But that will wind down this game here. It's a 10-6 final from the John Bailey Arena, with Poco falling to 0-3 through 3 games played. Thank you again to everybody for joining us here on BC Sports TV. We're going to step aside now for the time being, with the third game of the day going at 4:30. I think I said it was 1:30 earlier, but we are clearly in the middle of the 1:30 game. At the end of the 1:30 game, I should say. So 4:30 is the start time for the next one. It will be Swift Current facing off against the Saanich Express. But for now, that's going to do it. For our entire cast of characters, for cameraman extraordinaire George Para, I've been Tino Farah. We've been BC Sports TV, and we'll see you next time.